Alright, so now we're going to learn how to extract quantities out from the Revit model. Since we know that this is a smart model, meaning Revit knows how long this wall is and how tall and how thick it is. So if we just click on one of these walls, we can see over here in the Properties tab that the length is 20 foot 2 inches, and it gives it an area, 322 square feet, and then even a volume. So all the information that we need as an estimator to be able to put a price to something and to do takeoffs is already stored inside the model. We just need to extract it. So the easiest way to do that in Revit is to make a schedule. And so there's a couple ways that you can make a schedule. The first way is over in your project browser. You can right click and say new schedule, and or you can also click on your view tab, and then there's under the create section under schedules, select schedules and quantities. So now in this example we're going to make a schedule of all the walls. So in my category I'm going to find wall. It gave it a default name, wall schedule, that's fine. And now here you can pick the different pieces of information that you want in your schedule. So the first and foremost, you want to have your family and type, and we're going to add it to the schedule field. That basically is the name of the wall. And then we're going to add the length. We're going to add the height, which in Revit is the unconnected height. That's the way Revit calls what its height is. And then we're also going to add the area. And we can go through here, filter, we're not going to put any filters at this time. Sorting and grouping, we want to sort by our family and type item. We want to separate each new family and type by a blank line. And then we want to itemize every instance. That means every single wall segment will be shown. You could change formatting if you wanted here, and some appearance settings, but we're not going to change those. We'll just hit OK. And here by default, here's our schedule, and you can see I can make some of these bigger. You can see it itemizes out each wall and the segment. So I'm going to adjust my units by coming to the manage and then project units. I don't want to set regular intervals. So my length, I'm going to make it decimal feet with 2 decimal places and no unit symbol. And area, square feet, we'll say 2 decimal and no unit symbol. And we'll hit OK. So now I have formatted my schedule into be decimal format with no units. And the reason I need to do that is because now that I have it in Revit, my schedule, I want to get this into Excel format. And I don't want to have the LF after this number, because in Excel that'll read that as a text field, and I won't be able to sum all of these in this column, all of this length. So that's the reason there. So now that I have my schedule the way I want for the walls on this project, I'm going to export it. And to do that, I click on the Revit button up here and then export, and then I'll scroll down, hover over this to reports, and then schedule. And so We'll call it wall schedule. You'll see that it saves it as a delimited text document. Hit save. We'll do everything, that's fine. Tab delimited, that's okay. Then okay. Now in order to open up that document, we need to go through a little bit of steps to make it readable in the right format that we want. So first we need to open up Excel just by itself, and then we're going to browse to a workbook. So we're going to open a place from our computer, and in our documents, and it is actually here. You just have to make sure that you're showing all files under what you want to open. I want to open the wall schedule. Say OK. And then it's saying, look, this is a text file that's delimited by text. We need to do some work to put this into Excel format. So we want to do delimited type. So we'll say next, and then it's tab delimited because that's the setting that we chose. Now you can go ahead and hit finish. And here we have our schedule. And so like I said, now you can put this straight into your estimating software. If you wanted to make a sum or a subtotal equals sum, right? There's your 307.7 lineal feet of wall for this first type, the 10-inch brick on metal stud. There you have it.